Alright, so the other time we stopped at the eye drop tool or the counting tool. So today we are starting with the spot healing tools. So I have two images loaded. So let's start with the spot healing tool. Right click on the spot healing brush tool and select it. Now this one allows you to remove spots. You can change the size. So click on the eye, which is a spot, and the spot will vanish. You see that? That is how the spot healing brush tool works. Let's go to the next tool, which is the healing brush tool. The healing brush tool allows you to make selections and also paste them. So if you have to make a selection, you usually use Alt. So let's go to the white color there. Click on Alt and press and hold Alt and click. Okay, so the white color is selected. So now you drag it to the eyes and click on the eye. You see that the eye is removed. So basically that is how the spot healing brush tool works. You see that? So you can even go along and then write with the white color. You see, that is how that tool also works. So let's move to the next tool, the patch tool. This allows you to make selection. Let's move to the next image. Okay, so you can select this head, the head of the boy. Okay, and you can move it to any other place and replace it with any other color. So if you move it to this, you can replace it with that particular color. You see that, and the head disappears. So let's move to the next tool. You can change this between source and destination. Okay, the destination will allow you to move the head to that place. Okay, make a copy of the head. Alright, so that is how the destination works. If you select the source tool, it will just remove the head. So the next tool, which is the content aware move tool, also make a selection of the head. You can move the head and then you paste it somewhere and the head will be moved. So in this time around, you are moving the head. Okay, the head will not be there. So that is how the content aware move tool works. Alright, so you have the head at the separate place. So let's move to the next one. Now for the red eye tool, it is used for removing this red eye. If you take a picture at night and the red eye is there, you can use this tool to remove the red eye. Right. The next tool, which is the brush tool. You have the brush and there are different sizes. You can increase the size whenever you want. Alright, you can play with the opacity. So the next tool is the clone stamp tool. Allows you to clone objects. Okay, so let's say we want to clone this boy. You can increase the size. Now this place to select, you press Alt on your keyboard and click. Press Alt on your keyboard and click. Okay, so the selection is made. Now go to where you want to clone. Maybe let's say I want to clone it by this boy. Okay, I'll clone it by this boy. So I'll go there and then I'll click and drag around. See that the head will be cloning. You see how the cloning tool works. So you can do that and clone the whole body. Alright, so you click and drag. You'll be dragging around the body parts. Okay, so you see that the boy there is cloned closer to this one. So that is how the cloning tool works. Okay, so let's go to the next one, which is the pattern stamp tool. The pattern stamp tool. The pattern stamp tool puts pattern on the object. You can select the pattern there and then you can put it on the object. You see that this one destroys the object by replacing it with the stamp. So usually we add a new layer. Okay, so we add a new layer and put the pattern on it and then play with the opacity. So go to layers, put in a new layer, press OK. Now that the new layer is kept there and is selected, now you can put a pattern on that layer on the face. Okay, so it's too thick, you can go and reduce the opacity over there from 100 to any other value. See that now it is mixed with the face. Alright, so basically that is how the stamp tool works. So let's talk about the history brush. Now for the history brush tool, let's go back and then put the stamp again. Let's go back and put a stamp on the face. Now the face has a stamp. Now if you want to remove this, you go to the history brush tool. Alright, and then you just click around that and everything is removed. You see that? So the history brush tool is for putting objects the way they are. Now for the art brush tool, it allows you to do artistic drawings. You can select the style that you want. If you take the dab, for instance, you'll be able to mix colors anyhow. You see how it works? That is how the dab tool works. You can select the tight shot. You see how that one too works. It's for artistic designs. Okay, use it when you know what you are doing. Let's move to the eraser tool. The eraser tool, as the name suggests, is for erasing objects. Okay, so this one is giving it a white pattern, erasing objects. Alright, so let's move to the next one, which is the background eraser. The background eraser tool erases the background. Alright, it removes the background completely and leave it transparent. So if you click on that and drag, you see how it works. This size is too small. Let's increase the size to 140. Now you drag around, you see how that one too works. That is the background remover. Now to the magic, that one removes colors of the same type. So click on the green and the green color is removed. Click on that one too, it is removed. So click on that color and that color is removed. So uniform colors can be removed with the background. Is now over here you can remove the color in the spaces. You can see that the color still remains in the spaces of the alphabet. So to remove this particular or these colors within the spaces, go to the contiguous, okay, and untick it. Untick the contiguous. Now click on the color and everything will be removed. So that is how it works. Let's move to the next tool. The gradient tool, we'll talk about it when we get to work, when we are doing works on images. Now the blur tool allows you to make objects blur. So let's blur the eye. Look at the eye right now. Alright, so you click on it, continue clicking on it, continue clicking on it until it becomes blur. You see that now it has become blur. You can also blur the nose. You see that the nose too has become blur. Alright, that is how the blur tool works. Now the sharpen tool also sharpens objects. So you can use the sharpen tool to sharpen the eye again. Continue clicking on the eye. Click and click and click. You see the eye has become sharp again. The same thing to the eyebrow. So basically that is how those two work. Now for the smudge tool, it is for deformation. Okay, it is for deformation. So let's deform the beak of the bird. You click on it and drag. See, let's make it long. Alright, let's do that to the nose of this boy. See that the nose has become long too. Let's increase the ears of the donkey. The ears has become long too. So that is how the smudge tool works. Now let's move to the next, which is the dodge tool. Which is for, that one is for brightening. It's for making things bright. Okay, you see that, to brighten the spot. Now for the burn tool, it's to make things dark. Okay, to make that particular spot dark. See that. For the sponge tool, well, it's for making things uniform between dark and then bright. Now for the pen tool, it allows you to make selections. Okay, so let's say I want to select this arm. Let me deselect this one first. Let's zoom in so that we can see the arm wall. Let's zoom out small. Zoom out. Okay, so now you have this arm. If you want to select the pen tool, you can make points. So you start over there, you make a point, delete this backspace to delete it. Let's press backspace to delete this. Alright, so let's start afresh. If you want to make a curve, you double click and hold and drag to give you the shape. You see the double click on it and hold and drag to place it with the shape. Okay, so that is how it is. Now it is curved. You click on Alt and hold the end point to bring it online. So click to put another new point, click to put another new point. So you continue clicking, go far away and click over there, then double click over there and hold. Okay, so select the pen tool. You right click on the arm, right click, define custom shape, and you write the name of the shape you want, maybe arm, or you can make it left arm. Alright, then you click OK. So this will store it in the custom shape. We will see it later on. And for the rest can be used anyhow. So let's go to the text. We have the horizontal text tool that allows you to type horizontally. Okay. And then we have the vertical text tool. You can check the rest out on your own. So let's move on to the define path selection. The path selection tool allows you to move this custom shape to wherever you want it. You can carry it anywhere. And so that is basically the function of that. And now the direct selection tool allows you to change the shape of this figure. Okay, you can click on the picture and then click on each of the points on the shape, and then you'll be able to drag the point. So you need to use the move tool and then go back to the direct selection tool. Okay, make sure the image is clicked. Click on the image. Okay, so the point will show. You can hold the point and drag. You see what is happening? So you can drag the point anywhere to change the shape of the object we have. You can click on that point too and drag it. So you are creating a new shape using the direct path selection. So that is where the curve is. So you can drag that one too to create a curved shape. So basically you'll be able to create shapes with the direct selection tool. That is basically all about that. So you can go to make selection or define custom shape and then save it. Now for the next one, it allows you to put in the shapes. You can put in a rectangular shape. You can always change the color. You go to the FX there, color overlay, and then you select this. You can select red color. You can change the color to whatever color you want. That is basically all about how those work. The other shapes also work on a similar principle. Let's go to the custom shape now. Now you can see that the arm that we saved, the custom shape that we saved earlier on, go down there, you can see the custom shape there. You can make a selection, you can click on that, and you'll be able to draw the same custom shape without having to edit any point. You see the same shape that we saved earlier on. Alright, so basically that is all about that. You can move the shape to wherever you want. So basically these are the important tools we will be looking at. Okay, so for this particular panning tool, it allows you to move the whole image. You pan through, shift it to whatever position you want. And that is the zoom tool. You to zoom in and zoom out. The plus is zoom in and the minus is zoom out. and that particular tool allows you to switch between the foreground color and the background color. Okay, so basically that is all about the tutorials. Thank you.